Sometimes I'll watch it later. And welcome to Mesilla Valley News Sports Podcast. And I can hear you fine. Thank you, Lindsay. Of course, we are out here live at the Amador Live Eatery and Entertainment District, of course, on the patio. And, of course, the sun is going down. It's a beautiful evening right here. Nice and cool. Not too cold yet. Yeah. But it's going to get a little bit cooler as time goes along, of course, but we'll deal with that when we get to that. If I look over to my left, we got plenty of heaters. We'll be just fine. But didn't want to go over a few things sports-wise that happened this week. Of course, high school football, getting into some playoff implications for a lot of teams. In fact, Centennial is on a hot streak. That continued Saturday with a 44-7 win over Carlsbad to improve to 6-1 on the season, and they are unbeaten in district play. And I think they've got this coming weekend off. Las Cruces defeated Oregon Mountain on Friday night, 31-21 at the Field of Dreams in the final intercity rivalry game for the season. Las Cruces heads to Carlsbad next week in another must-win contest for the Bulldogs. Oregon Mountain will be traveling to Hobbs, and Mayfield dropped its district game 42-28 to Goddard on Friday night, and Roswell dropped to 4-4 on the season, 0-1 in district play. Mayfield will return to the Field of Dreams on Friday to take on Roswell. Goddard, of course, will welcome Artesia in a home contest. And, of course, the big one over the weekend was the Aggies beating the Lobos and beating them in a big, big way at Aggie Memorial Stadium this weekend. And as the song goes, there's probably a lot of people wobbling in their shoes on Saturday night celebrating that win. And I believe that is the first win in a while, the first time we've actually had the Lobos here in Las Cruces in about 4 years. Of course, the pandemic years were part of that and everything else, but always nice to get that first Lobo win in the Jerry Kill era. And, of course, the Aggies have one more home game for this homestand. San Jose State coming into Aggie Memorial Stadium on Saturday. That is going to be not an early afternoon, but an afternoon game. I believe kickoff is at 4 o'clock, so keep that one in mind, that it's 4 o'clock kickoff. And then, of course, after that, we will be on the road to Massachusetts to take on UMass the end of October. I am so looking forward to the weather in Massachusetts at the end of October. So much talk about being cold. But just a little quick update on what's going on sports-wise in town. And this week, we are coming back with some leftover golf talk. How you doing, Matt?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm sorry, your segment was cut for time last week.
Yeah, no worries.
It was one of those things where, we got a little bit of a mix-up. But, we brought Matt back. Of course, Matt is talking golf from Red Hawk Golf Course. Matt, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm from D.C. originally and came out here for the PGM program. And when I came out here, loved it and didn't realize what New Mexico was. And supposed to go back up to New York. But Earl Jones and Dean Rigg asked me to stay. And so been out here since then.
Once again, that is a reoccurring theme that I have found among almost everybody that works in the golf industry here in Cruces is the PGM.
Yes, PGM, and PGA Golf Management.
PGA Golf Management, right? And also the fact that they come in from basically all over the place, and then you fall in love with the area.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, DC to Las Cruces, New Mexico, that's got to be quite a culture shock.
2,222 miles from there.
Yeah. It's a small trip.
Just a quick little overnighter.
Yeah, it's a day trip if you fly. No big deal. But yeah, I mean, that's got to be something that was a little bit different for you when you got here.
Definitely a culture shock. I remember I tell people all the time, like when I first came out here, they said, green chili, and I was expecting, the cowboy chili, like beans and meat, and I was given something green. I was like,
surprise!
I don't recognize this, but I love it now. So.
A lot of people that I talk to when I hear that, when they hear about green chili, they're thinking, like either Texas chili, like the beans
stew.
and meat,
the
stew, or they're thinking like peppers. As in like something like a bell pepper or something else like that.
I had no idea what it was.
No. I had a teacher that was either from Connecticut or Rhode Island. There was a couple of them that were from that area. And when she got here, they told her, you should really try this ketchup.
Yeah.
It's a little on the spicy side, but she was quite surprised with that. But once again, that the overarching theme is that people come down here, they try it, and then they love it.
Oh yeah,
and then
for sure.
You can't get enough of it. I'm sure you probably want to take some home for everybody to sample.
I was in Santa Fe not too long ago. And we got some of the red chili like powder, and we've been putting on like everything, like steak, eggs, mashed potatoes, like everything.
And they loved it.
Loved it. Oh yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. And like I said, the other overarching thing with everybody is the golf program at NMSU. One of the first golf programs in the country, and one of the best ones, I'd say.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was one of the original ones, and then Pat Gavin, who's been there for over 25 years now. He's just improved it and made it better every year. And then he's got like a really good staff with him too, with Josh Salmon and Henry Statina, who's really, really good friend of mine. Works actually at Red Hawk with us too during our PGA Junior League up there. So
yeah. And when were you in the program?
I got down here in 2013 and graduated mid 2018. So
how long have you been at Red Hawk since they started?
So I've been there. I've been there since 2017.
Since 2017. Yeah. Okay. And what do you do at Red Hawk? I'm
the head golf professional out there, so I kind of just manage everything on a daily basis, give lessons, and then one of our big things that we do is our PGA Junior League again. It's a huge program that we just got. We've been ranked actually for a couple of years now. It feels like it just started, but we have the largest PGA Junior League for a standalone facility in the nation.
Wow. Not
Not just the state, but the entire nation. So we have in the summertime about 130 kids out there. A lot of them on first-time basis, like they've never been playing golf before, but they keep coming back. They love it. They fell in love with the sport, and a lot of them are taking it up competitively now too.
That's actually good for the future of the golf programs around the country and everybody.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because my brother played on the high school golf team back at home, and that was up in Gallup. And that actually surprised me.
Yeah.
Because I figured he'd go for other sports. But no, he ended up on the golf team. And he didn't end up taking that. He went into insurance. Apparently, there was a little bit more money at that time for him. But, it's surprising how much or how popular it is among the youth. But then again, I'm always surprised about, by how many people play soccer or how many other kids are getting into other different sports. So I shouldn't be surprised. Especially, once again, you look at this, we're late October actually, and
it's perfect golfing weather.
Perfect golf weather right now. I mean, right now at the temperature that you are right now, it would be nice to be able to start your day right there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're Red Hawk gets a little cold in the morning, but by 10 o'clock it's perfect weather out. So I mean, maybe a pullover kind of weather.
Yeah, but that's a good thing.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a good thing, And
it's not like the 95-degree days in the summer.
Yeah, those ones are a little bit hot. Those ones are the ones where you're looking for the drink card more than usual.
Yep.
But this PGA Junior league right there. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So it's for any skill level. We obviously have some kids who have been in it for about 5 years now, and a lot of those kids that first came on, they never had been on a golf course, seen a golf course, touched a golf club, had any idea of the concept of the golf swing or anything like that. And through our program that Henry started, and I was one of the reasons I stayed out here too instead of going back home. But we really built it up, and it's become an awesome experience for a lot of kids. But what we do is we have every year they get jerseys. We send half of the kids out on the course. The parents get to go out and watch them. They play 9 holes in a competitive setup. The other half stay on the practice facilities, and they get instruction from myself, Henry, all the PGM kids that want to stay and help out during the summer, or any that are working there. So they get a really, really good experience there for the entire summer program.
That's cool to go ahead and have. Honestly, it's almost like your own personal coach when you're going.
Oh yeah, for sure.
As an individual type game that golf can be like that. Are you ever surprised with some of the talent level that you can get from some of these kids that have never touched a golf club in their lives?
Yeah, for sure. Golf, just like anything else, you have to have some kind of athletic ability to it. It's when I was first ever getting introduced, it was kind of like the nerdy kids just played that because they couldn't play anything else. But you look at some of the athletes that are playing now, and like Tiger Woods, Brooks Koepka, Dustin Johnson. I mean, they're athletes just like any other sport. Most of those guys grew up playing a bunch of other sports. So, when we have a kid who's very athletic kind of come up and start to play, they pick it up very, very quickly. And with just a little bit of instruction, and, we keep our instructions super simple. We're not making it super complicated. With a little bit of instruction, they're seeing very big spurts of growth in their game very quickly.
That's awesome. Well, on its face, golf is a simple game.
Sure.
You get the ball in the hole.
Yep.
The skill level comes from getting the ball in the hole from 300 plus yards away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And one of the things that me and Henry kind of learned from is we learned from a coach named Manuel de la Torre. And one of his big things is that it shouldn't be difficult. The concept of it, put the ball in the hole, seems really simple. And we tend to overcomplicate the movements and everything to the point where a lot of us almost become paralyzed in what we're trying to do. And our whole philosophy is you should treat it like using a hammer.
Yeah.
Nail the nail into the wood or whatever you're using, and that should be very similar to how you're using the golf club. Make the ball go forward. Everything else is taken care of by the tool, the club. And so really focusing on what the tool's supposed to do really helps progression a lot quicker.
Well, there is a little something towards how you're holding it, the grip like that. Like you said, if you're thinking about like a hammer, and the way that you hold that, because I played baseball for years.
For sure.
And you hold a baseball bat different than you hold the golf club. And when you're swinging it, the way the angle is different.
Oh, yeah.
Which explains the extreme right that my balls would fly every single time. I think I told everybody last week that I know I'm not the only one, because he told me I'm not the only one, but I think I was playing in a little charity tournament. First time I ever played, and people I was playing with, they play golf all the time. Hey, you have a pretty good shot at winning this driving contest or something. I'm going, cool, yeah. So I let it rip.
So you're a natural athlete, right?
No. That's why I'm in radio and podcasting, not a natural athlete. But you can work on things. And I played baseball for you, and I played it for fun, and I enjoyed it and everything else. But I took that swing, and it was a solid hit. You could hear it when it hits. And the whole
when it's a good one.
And it was flying, and then it went right, and then it smacked the porta potty, and in my head, I heard, but I know that wasn't the case, and I was just like, oh. They go, aren't you going to go get your ball? I said, nope.
Yeah.
Not going to get that one, but
chalked on one up as a loss.
Yeah, it took me about 16 holes to figure out, wait a minute, I think I'm hitting it in the wrong way because I'm holding it like a baseball bat. But, if I'd have figured that one out, a few holes earlier, we probably would have had a little bit better time at that. But, at that point in time, it was a charity tournament. It was all for fun. I was just having fun driving the golf cart because I've never driven one of those either.
Those are good events to kind of get into to see if you're going to like it or not, because, there's a lot that goes into it. And so kind of testing the water in one of those charity events kind of helps to see, do you really like the game or not? And it's a fun, relaxed atmosphere too.
I really, really enjoyed it. And at that time, I think we had a couple of shops in town. And I was looking at getting a set of clubs and everything else. But as it turns out, another aspect of my personality is I'm a workaholic. Yeah. And, it's hard to get out there to take a little bit of time to go ahead and get that done, because any other free time that I had, it seems I was always ending up doing some work and doing some work. I mean, that's just me. But I have learned in the years past that, you've got to take that time away from things to go ahead and enjoy it. And getting out on the golf course is actually one of those things where it's relaxing and frustrating at the same time.
Oh, yeah. That's why the bev cart going around a lot.
That's why the drink cart goes around all the time, because it's relaxing and frustrating at the same time. And when I played that game, one of the ladies I was playing with had a chance to go for the LPGA, and she could have made it, but she didn't. She decided to do something else as well. But I think she and her dad immediately off the first tee said I had that language down perfectly. Oh, yeah. So it's three of those things that we shall not repeat. I know this is the internet, but I'm going to be nice because my mom might be watching. I decided to put this up on my personal page to see what happens. But yeah, it's one of those things where it was a lot of fun, and it was something that I had really considered to go ahead and relax. But in fact, that was one of the things that we brought up with particularly your coworkers over at
Vernon Eli.
Yeah, Vernon Eli. Yeah, the ones that kind of cut you off. Yeah. Cut in line a little bit last week is trying to think of these things that could get people out on the course for a reasonable amount of time that they can enjoy themselves and still, still get a good few holes in and everything else.
For sure, and that's one of the things that me and Henry are going to be working on the next year is really kind of putting some clinics together where you don't need to go spend 4 hours on the course. Put a clinic together for an hour for somebody to come out and learn how to play, kind of have a social aspect to it, not just go out there and grind for 4 hours. But you can go use the driving range from what you learn anytime you want for however long you want, and we have one of the best ranges in the area, so it's a real good way to kind of just get out there and work on what you're wanting to get out of it.
It's a good place to start because that's where everything starts. And when you first drive there. And to be honest with you, you talk about getting some frustration out. You get on the driving range.
It's a workout too.
Just get some custom golf balls made of your boss. And, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. They'll know which ones are yours. Yeah. Well, if you want to get them back, I guess maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is something that I think everybody can enjoy. And one of the things that was really interesting to me, and it was interesting to me, but it doesn't surprise me considering the aspect of how you play the game. You're outside. There's a few number of people. Is that golf actually increased in popularity during the pandemic? Well, everything else was kind of shut down, and everything else, the golf courses were doing really well.
Yeah, it was kind of like a weird blessing in disguise because everything else was shut down and people wanted to get out of their house and everything. So, golf was the only thing really that was open that you could go to for fun. And the last statistic I saw about this was that they saw about a 28 to 34% increase in golfers nationwide. And, Las Cruces really wasn't a huge golf area to start with. Like back home, it was like, you're kind of bred to play golf. That's just one of the things you do. However far you take it, you know how to play golf. And like the national average was 10%. Here in Las Cruces, it wasn't much like that. And once COVID hit, we saw a huge spike in play just in general from everybody to get outside. That number percentage, I don't know what it was here, but it definitely grew a lot.
Well,
I want to say double at least.
Yeah, I'm sure that there are a lot of people that played before and were enjoying it. And then, you invite a few friends to get them out of the house because like I said last week when I was talking to Vernon Eli, and that is the fact that this game is inherently one of those ones that you can play during this. You've got maybe four in a group. You've got your separation. You're outside.
Yep.
You're not inside enclosed anywhere like that. And of course, you kind of walk around. So it kind of lends itself to that. I don't want to say that isolation right there, but when you're with a group of friends out there, it's one of those things where you're not stuck at home. You're not going to big events where everybody is like shoulder to shoulder or anything else like that.
No.
And
the other neat thing, I guess you could say, is like it's not like any other sport where baseball, basketball, or football, you have to have some kind of athleticism in order to just compete in general. Because like me, I'm not big, but I can't go play basketball against somebody who's 6'2". Like I love basketball, but I'm not going to play.
Yeah, don't feel bad. I can't play against anybody 6'2".
I'm gonna get dunked on really easy. I'm
not gonna get dunked on, but I'm gonna get a lot of those shots just stuffed right back in my face. It's happened to me before when I've been out on the court.
But golf, anybody can go play against anybody. There's you can put bets down, but somebody of a professional kind of playing ability can go play against somebody who's only just kind of started because of there's a golf handicap. You can kind of give people strokes and make it competitive and fair for each person based on their ability. Like you don't have to be an expert to compete. And it's one of the things like what this weekend we got coming up is the Sun Country Amateur Golf Association. They have the team championship there Saturday and Sunday. We have about 100 players coming up to play, and they're all different age levels or age skill levels, competitiveness. But anybody who wants to play can play if they find the right group to go play against.
And that's exactly like you said. So anybody can play.
Yeah,
you can get a whole family out. You can get mom, dad, the kids out there, and I'm sure there are a few groups like that. And even if you're just learning, it's there's a little bit of a curve either going left or right.
Yeah,
to the learning curve, as it were, to that. But there's a lot that you might actually find that you're very skillful at.
For sure.
That will surprise yourself.
Yep.
And how much you probably enjoy it.
What's funny was with the kids on the PGA Junior League, they're all getting really good, and they started being some of the parents, and the parents were like getting out there more to come
Try and
compete with the
compete,
kids.
yeah.
And you can have family fun with it too. It doesn't have to be, again, like I said, skill levels or age groups competing against each other. Like mom and dad can go play against the kids, kind of a deal. There's different ways to play. Like it doesn't have to just be a strict competitive game.
Yeah, but it's more fun when it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it's more fun when you win.
Yeah.
Let's be honest about that. It's more fun when you win. And I know a few kids who are just like, yeah, I beat Dad the other day.
Long drives, biggest putts. Like there's a lot.
He goes out there every week with his buddies and stuff like that, and I just showed him how it's done. Yeah, it's I would be talking that smack too.
We would like PGA Family Cup too, which is like an offshoot of PGA Junior League, and it's families getting together to go compete, and you like rotate players in and out and different kinds of things. So, there's a family aspect to it too. It's not just an individual sport.
Do you have any other leagues that are going on now?
Yeah, we had a summer league over the
summer.
Yeah, sort of summer. Yeah, it's called the Zia League. But we're getting more and more leagues going because that's what people are looking for. Something to go relax and enjoy in the afternoon and go play. Like Eli's got a huge league set up.
Yeah, he was talking about all the different leagues that he's got set up, and it sounds interesting. I think like almost like a football type fantasy football type
kind of like
league.
A fantasy football league.
It was interesting, and I'm going. It just sounds like it would be fun just to take part in it and just to figure out how it would be doing. Maybe something, if I wasn't taking naps all the time, because it would be interesting to take. But no, I mean, like I said, golf is a fascinating game to me, and I think that once people get out on the course, they discover a lot that they would really like and enjoy about that one. And of course, with Red Hawk, there's a lot of things going on there, just as there is with every other golf course. Yeah. And I mean, right now, did you see with that increase in everybody, have you seen that carry over now you see more people than you were maybe before?
Yeah, we've definitely seen regular people coming out and everything. They're not just coming out for golf too. Like we have a really good restaurant there now. With Simon Frederick, he's from Sonoma, and Chase Merrill over there too. Like they've really turned our restaurant around and made it a lot better. The food's really good. I would put their cheeseburger that they got there up against anybody else's in the city.
That's tough talk, man.
I'm a cheeseburger connoisseur. Like I love cheeseburgers.
Green chili cheeseburger?
Any kind of cheeseburger. It is phenomenal.
I am more partial to the barbecue bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah, any kind of cheeseburger I'm game for.
I like this guy. Cheeseburger. I'm gonna call you Cheeseburger Matt.
There we go.
Cheeseburger Matt. You'll see you in the street. Hey, Cheeseburger Matt.
Yeah, but they got some really good food there. They got Wednesdays. They got half price wine nights too and everything. So like, there's definitely like just an atmosphere that we're trying to build up there. It's not just golf. Like, there's a lot of stuff coming in the works at Red Hawk. So.
Yeah, and if you guys got a website, right?
Yes, sir.
And I believe I've got it pulled up right here. There we go. Go ahead and pull that up for us right here, so that you can see that Red Hawk golf course that is up there. And I guess they can get any information about lessons, the restaurant, courses, rates, the whole thing like that. What do you like as far as lessons go?
What do I what?
So what's it like as far as lessons go for you?
So the number one thing that keeps people away from golf, the number one thing that keeps people away from golf is fear. And it's fear of not knowing what to do, fear of being bad, fear of hitting the bad shot in front of your friends. Where do I go when I show up, kind of a thing. And that's one of the things that we really kind of pride ourselves at Red Hawk is being extremely customer service based oriented. So when you come in, I mean, we got people in red shirts there. When you show up, you know exactly who's working. You know exactly who to go talk to and everything. And so we kind of keep that atmosphere very light and friendly. And I do the same thing with my lessons too. Like, show up, I don't care what skill level you are, I'm going to help you get better. So I keep everything that we're working on very, very simple. I give you drills to do and keep it very fun.
Well, that is the name of the game overall. It's just fun.
Yeah.
You could go out there and you want to be competitive. Yeah, you want to hang out with your buddies and talk a little smack every now and then. But the idea is to go out there, have fun, relax for a little bit, and just enjoy yourself. Which, like I said, a lot of people will be surprised at how much they enjoy the game.
Yeah, and like I'll give you give a lesson based on how much somebody's really wanted to get better. I always kind of joke, like I'm kind of like a doctor in a sense. Like you come to me to find out what's wrong, and then I'm going to prescribe you the medicine. You got to take the medicine though. You got to practice. You got to get out there and really work on it if you want to get better. If you're looking to just come out and kind of hit it around and just enjoy it being out there, that's exactly what you can get from it. But if you want to get better, I can help you.
Yeah, I like the way that you have just described exactly what I've been saying about doctors forever. Their job is to tell you what's wrong.
Yeah.
They can tell you how to get better,
Yeah.
but you have to listen to your doctors and you have to get better. That one is pointed out to me a lot by my sister, who is a nurse, and my mom, who is concerned.
Yeah.
So it was, go to the doctor, find out what's wrong. He'll help you get better.
Yep.
Go to Matt, find out what you need to do to get better on the golf course. He's going to make you better.
Take your medicine. Yeah,
absolutely. Take your medicine.
Yeah. And then one of the other things we got up there now too is it's a guy named Chris Lopez. Some people may know who he is. He is a club fitter. He comes from a top 100 club fitting facility in Austin, Texas.
Okay.
And he really helps people kind of get fit for the clubs that are for them. I mean, there's people that are all different body types, sizes, strengths, and everything, and ability. Again, he'll get you hooked up with some good equipment for you if that's the investment that you're looking to make. So he's excellent at what he does.
Is he really good at cheating? That's what I want to know. Get that little spring in the driver.
Yeah, he can get that eraser going too if he needs to.
The eraser on the scorecard. I got it. See, I knew a little bit about that. I got that right there.
No, but he knows how to fit you for what you need to get better too.
Which is something I've never thought about, you know, getting fitted for clubs or anything else like that. Because, you're right. Lots of different body types, lots of different styles. And obviously something that worked for somebody is not necessarily going to work for the next person that comes up on theirs right there.
You know, when he builds you a club that's made for you and nobody else. Like that's how
cool.
custom fit it is. So
that's can it get one with never mind. Just want one that says my club.
Yeah, right. He does put name labels on them too.
I want him to put one that says cheeseburger Matt.
Yeah, there we go. That's my new logo.
That's your new logo. And you only use it on the 18th hole when you're done because you're going to go get a cheeseburger.
At the 19th hole. Yeah,
there you go. So, is there anything else that we've got going on over at Red Hawk? Other things that you wanted to bring up?
Just the continuous house building that's going on out there. I mean, every day we're getting more and more houses and people are coming from all over the country.
It's growing pretty fast.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how fast it's growing.
I remember when they first opened up, and a friend of mine used to play. He was from talk about a golf place you don't think about playing golf, but he was from Nanaimo, Canada.
Okay,
that's off over at there. Yeah. So lots of rain, lots of other stuff like that. And I said, "You played golf?"
Yeah.
He goes, "I didn't play often, but I was pretty good."
Month.
Yeah. But he actually came to school, went to Western on a golf scholarship. But he stayed in town and. When Red Hawk first opened up, it was kind of weird because it was the golf course that was way out there.
Yeah,
it was way out there. And there's nothing out there for a while. It's like, just keep driving, you'll find it.
Yeah.
And now, like you said, the houses are going up, the area is growing. It's getting pretty big up there.
More and more people are coming into this area just because of, like you said earlier, like where we are right now. It's October, and normally back home in October, you're bundled up. And I mean, if you wanted to go play golf today, you're in shorts. Like we say, you can play golf pretty much every day but a week a year in this area.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it's perfect. It's warm.
And there'll be and if they
not really extreme conditions.
Yeah, and there'll be some guy out there with a heavier jacket on, just going for it because you can, with gloves on and something covering up their nose. Because I know there are some people that are that dedicated to it, but pretty much year round, you're good here, which is pretty awesome for you guys. And I know up north that it gets a little bit colder, and it's one of those things where, it just kind of shuts down. The snow's going to get you.
We close courses down back home.
Like,
we literally say no one's allowed on the course because the frost can damage it, the snow can damage it.
Yeah.
They just shut it down completely.
I keep hearing stories from up north and the Northeast, and of course the Aggies are traveling to Massachusetts in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to be on that trip, and I'm like,
good luck with the traffic up there.
I'm not worried about the traffic. We're driving on the bus. We're going to get our escort. We're going to get all that stuff. What I'm worried about is, am I going to go up there and go like, snow?
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Late October, it's just kind of on that edge there.
They are like serious about lobster up in Massachusetts, and like I had to do an internship up there, and like I didn't realize how like obsessed they were with lobster until I went to McDonald's, and they have like a lobster roll at McDonald's up there. That's
seriously.
I'm being dead serious. Yeah, they had like a lobster roll at McDonald's. They don't have a green chili cheeseburger. They got a lobster roll.
Normally, I will go for a good cow, but it is. Is it ready? Are we going to make him talk? Yeah. Well, you set it down right there. Set it down right there, and when he's ready, we'll have him come over and talk about it. Okay, but that does look good. Chef has prepared a meal that is a surf and turf. Because I was just about to say, I'm more of a cow person myself.
I like seafood.
Oh, Chef's not going to be coming in, huh?
No, this is his.
I'm the sous chef.
You're the sous chef.
Yeah.
Chef told us that he was going to be coming on. You can have that over there. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and put you on here as well. And go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Enrique Hernandez.
Oh, into the mic.
I'm Enrique Hernandez, and I'm the sous chef here.
And you're the sous chef right here. And the reason I was talking is because we were talking with Chef earlier, and he said he was going to come out here and talk to us because he had a nice little surf and turf he wanted to show off.
Yeah, he ran away. He's over there hiding.
He ran away in the back. So what do we got right here? I'm going to see if I can get my camera up over
So
there.
we have a 14-ounce New York strip with Yukon potatoes.
Oh, nice.
Your seasonal veg, and then our shrimp is made with onion, sweet chili, and tequila with cilantro and lime.
Whoa, nice.
That's really good.
Actually, bring that over here. I'm gonna.
I brought you some silverware too, so you can
Thank you. I'm gonna. I may have to.
Just in case. I don't know how rare you like your steak.
I like it mooing.
It's halfway moving.
It's halfway mooing. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm gonna get my. See, this is where I needed the stand again, right? Yeah. No, I got it for you. I just need to switch cameras here. And while I'm switching cameras, I can go ahead and make this work. I can do this. But Chef, this is just one of the specials that you got. Is this a limited special?
Yes, sir. For the month of October, so what we're starting to do is every month we're gonna have a different special, and we're also gonna feature a swordfish. And Chef's actually coming up with that. Chef Mark, he's gonna do something special with that, and that should be coming soon.
And there we go. That's the surf and turf right there. Look at that. How big is that steak?
It's a 14-ounce New York.
That's a 14-ounce steak?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think you need to check your scales. That looks a little bit more than 14.
Oh, no, it's 15. It's on point. I guarantee you.
Okay. That's cool. But yeah, that is the surf and turf right there. And like you said, that's available for how long?
For the month of October or November. Sorry.
For the month of November. So we're getting a little sneak peek at what's coming up in November. That's awesome. Okay, what else do you guys got going on in the kitchen?
We've got a lot of stuff coming. Like I said, we're going to start doing features again every month. Of course, we have our Christmas party specials coming up. And Bone Thugs, of course, is coming back. I know everybody's been talking about that.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot going to be going on as far as the kitchen is concerned. And a lot going on, as there always is here at the Amador Live. So that is pretty awesome right there. Thanks for bringing that by. I don't know. Do you want to rock, paper, scissors for it?
I was just going to take it.
Okay, yeah, fine. You can go ahead and have it. You can go ahead and have it. We'll see how that one's going to work out.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll leave that for you right over here. You can take that when you get there.
Well,
but
enjoy.
All right, thanks a lot.
Yes,
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Here, go ahead and hand me that, and we'll be good. So yeah, thanks a lot. That is awesome, and it looks delicious.
You guys enjoy. Have a good one.
Just out of curiosity, if I wanted that steak by itself, I can get that.
The New York strip, yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
That's on our menu.
That's on the menu. All right. As it led into that, I was going to say, I'm not against lobster.
Yeah.
Because lobster kind of tastes with whatever you put with it, like
Sure,
a buttered lobster, stuff like that. But I am a cow person,
Oh, yeah. Same here.
and I will take me a steak any day
Yep.
of the week. When we
Or a
travel,
cheeseburger.
a cheeseburger. I'm more like a bourbon barbecue cheeseburger.
Yeah, the
type
onion
thing.
ring on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I won't mention any particular fast food restaurant that has one of those, but I do those myself. I'll make a burger. I got the air fryer, so onion rings in there. There's a very smoky barbecue sauce that I got when I was in Minnesota, of all places, and I brought it back with me, and it is so good.
Chili too, or
Nah, not that much on the spice, but that smoky barbecue. It's got a little bit of a kick, just a little bit, but
I
not too
love
much.
barbecue.
But it is delicious. So it's like that, and you're either getting the sharp cheddar or the sharp Swiss
yeah,
with that, and just melted on top, and the whole thing, bacon, cheese.
Crazy put both.
Oh yeah. Dude, you're giving me bad ideas. My doctors could be watching, and I'm not sure how that is going to go with it because she'll get mad at me again. And actually, she's been really good. She's been really odd. We had really awesome. We've got really awesome news, especially today and a few other days when I had those. So that's good. That's good. So maybe I'll reward myself in that particular
There you
way.
go.
There we go. Somehow we went from golf to like burgers and steaks and stuff like
I'm
that.
a
Well,
food guy too. Like, I love cooking.
it
and
happens.
everything,
Well,
so it's not.
last week Eli and I ended up going off on music because he's a music guy.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so we ended up talking a little bit about music, but I'm not opposed to the burger every once in a while. It always surprised me how many different, every day there's like a different holiday that goes on.
Yeah.
Today I believe it's actually Meatloaf Day.
Huh.
And then that's a meat. Technically, it's Loki,
I know
so that
Loki,
counts.
yeah.
That counts, Loki. Yeah. But it surprises me how many burger days there are. And there's like cheeseburger, there's hamburger, there's double hamburger, there's triple hamburger. And one other thing on that, I'm going to name this because it's also another one of my favorites. I'm into the barbecue bacon cheeseburger.
You invented the barbecue.
I did not invent that, but I'm into it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's one of my favorite. It's my favorite burger, right? Other than like a Swiss mushroom as well. It's also very
Oh
good.
yeah. Put a little blue cheese on there too. You ever done that?
Not a blue cheese fan. Not a blue cheese fan, but I do like a nice, really good Swiss on there with the sauteed mushrooms and the butter and the whole thing like that.
Yeah, oh,
It's
yeah.
delicious.
Yeah.
The barbecue bacon cheese dog.
Barbecue bacon cheese. I haven't heard that.
You haven't heard that? Okay. I'll tell you when we get out here. There's a particular restaurant that'll do it, but get your hot dog, split it on the grill.
Okay.
Toast your bun. Can't believe we're going into hot dog recipes on here, but if you got your grill out, follow this one. It's delicious. Okay, get a nice good char on your dog. Put it in the bun. A little bit of cheddar cheese, barbecue sauce on top.
Yeah.
Bacon on the side.
Huh. Keep it simple. I'm a mustard and sauerkraut.
No, you try this with that char on the hot dog.
Yeah,
Trust me, you'll
Be
like
addicted, huh?
You'll be addicted. I shall convert yet another one to the barbecue bacon cheese dog. No, and like you said, that's a whole part of it. I mean, it's not just to kind of get back to the golf thing. It's not just the golf that you have over at Rock. You've got a top-notch restaurant now too, as well that will do a lot of things. I don't know if we can talk them into doing the barbecue bacon cheese dog, but we can elevate that a little bit.
Maybe not you.
We'll have discussions. We'll just. Yeah, I'll tell the chef. Yeah, call me. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. That would be delicious out on the course. I'd probably go up there, play some golf, just to go ahead and get the hot dog.
Oh yeah.
But it is a lot of different things, and we showed the website earlier as far as events, fundraisers as well. I'm sure you guys do your fair share of golf tournaments and everything that are up there as well.
All the time.
Weddings, everything like that.
Yeah, the wedding scene, especially like you said with COVID and everything, like that kind of got shut down there for a while because of COVID. Yeah. We're pumping the weddings out now. Like everybody wanted to get their weddings in there, and now they're getting them out a little bit later on. Yeah, and stuff. So it is one of those things where we got those views and everything too. The Oregon Mountains.
Goodness. I can imagine some of the wedding shots that you could take out on that course.
On a golf course with the mountains. I mean, it's just breathtaking sometimes.
Yeah, that is one of the things. Just every course that you've got out here. Yeah. You've got some breathtaking views. You've got some great places. A friend of mine actually did her wedding at Sonoma, and that one was really, really cool. And that was many, many years ago. But you see her wedding pictures, and you're seeing, all of the surrounding areas are just gorgeous right here. It's one of those things, especially when you look about now, when the sun is going down, you've got some of that light up on the mountains and the whole things like that. It is absolutely gorgeous here.
Oh, yeah. And, Bo, our superintendent, and Rudy, his assistant, like, they keep our course always so green that it's hard to take a bad picture out there. Like, really it is.
That is awesome. Well, maybe I'll just go up there to take a picture of myself.
Seriously.
With, the mountains in the background and grab a barbecue bacon cheese dog. We'll work on it. I promise you, right? So let's go. We'll go ahead and wrap up because we've got Chris standing in the wings right here. But thanks for stopping by. You did get bumped for time this time.
No
worries. Whenever you want to come back, talk a little bit of golf. If you've got any special events, something that's coming up like that we want to talk about,
so I'll be back on.
Oh, absolutely. Let us know. We'll get you on. We'll talk about it a little bit more.
Appreciate
it. Thanks a lot for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
All right, no problem. We'll move on to our next guest. Let's see if we can go ahead and get Chris up here. But, of course, just about everything that we're going to be talking about today, because we're going to move on from golf to racing.
There we go.
Racing. And we're going to talk with Chris Stepan from the Speedway. And you ever get out to the Speedway?
Yeah, I've been one time. It was really, really surprising how loud those things are. Like, I was thinking it was kind of.
Did you get into the pits?
I never got down to the pits, but I was on the top portion of everything, and you can feel that rumble in your chest. I would not be able to hear you talking like this.
No,
when I'm there.
no.
I mean,
And I would
it's
not be able to
loud.
hear anybody because I have a hearing problem as it is.
What's
so exactly, yeah. Oh, we got to do that one. He's got to be that way. But let's go ahead and get Matt.
Yeah.
Come on over.
Chris,
and
I'll get
Chris,
him
I'm
for
sorry,
you.
Chris. Yeah, Matt's already here.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get Chris to come on over, and we can do that.
Okay, so that's October.
That is October? Oh, okay. I just got an update that the Surf and Turf is actually the October special, so you've got a few more days to go ahead and take advantage of that. Could we get a sneak peek on what November could be?
That's gonna be
You're working on it.
Yeah.
You're working on it. Okay.
A little secret, but that's-
Okay, so Chef is working on November, but the Surf and Turf is still available for October, and that is something that you've got to check out because that looks delicious. He's saying that's a 14-ounce steak.
I'm ordering that as soon as we're done.
Yeah,
When he walked
yeah.
by with it, I said, I'm getting it. For
Yeah,
sure.
that because I'm not sure about his scales, but
It's a big steak.
that
Yeah.
is a big steak.
Yeah.
And Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Glad to have you on, of course. Chris Stepan from the Speedway.
Yes, sir.
What's going out at the Speedway these days?
This weekend is one big one, but so far, season's been great.
Has it been really, really good? I have not had a chance to come out to the Speedway since it moved.
Okay.
Okay. Because I was just curious if they still have that one corner where you get all the dirt in your face.
You do not. No.
Oh, come on.
You ought to check this place out. It's a state-of-the-art facility. There's not a whole lot around the country like it.
No, I've been really curious to actually make it way, and we should tell everybody where it's located because a lot of people still might not have actually had the chance like I have to head out over to that Speedway. So how do we get out there?
Yeah, very simple. Jump on I-10 and head toward El Paso. Right?
And
It's,
that's it.
we're right there. You take the Vado exit, which is 10 minutes down the road here, and take the Vado exit, and we're literally right there next to that truck stop. You can't miss it.
You can't miss it right
Not
there
at
now.
all.
And yeah. So when you head out there, you've got different kind of events, different categories that you have all season long.
We do. In fact, this past year we started our season in January, which is kind of odd. A lot of racetracks around the country don't start till March or April. In fact, the one here never started till April or March before. But we started in January, had a huge event in January to start the season. Took the month of February off to let everybody kind of get ready for the season. And then we started March 1st, basically, and we go until the second weekend of November.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That's a long season.
We host about 50 or so events from January through November, and then we turn the facility into a holiday village. So we basically turn it into a place where families can come and see Christmas lights and Santa and shop and do all that stuff in December.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then we start racing again in January. So we're pretty much 12 months now.
Yeah, you're year round now. Then
We are.
That is awesome. And I know you've always got the different categories and different classes for all of the what's racing out there these days.
We do. So we've got 9 different divisions that we rotate. We run 5 classes a night, but we've got 9 divisions that she's coming to steal your steak. We've got 9 divisions.
They can take it.
We
They can
rotate
take it.
5
It's
of
all
them. And wing sprint cars, non-wing sprint cars. We have late models, open wheel modifieds, we have legend cars. We have B mods. We have a stock car class, and then we have a super truck class, which is pretty unique to this area of the country. It's basically looks like a pickup truck. And then we run a pure stock division, which is kind of the local grassroots where you could almost take a car off the street and do a little modification to it and just go race. Pretty cool.
I'd love to do that to mine, but I can't get it past 55, so that's okay.
Right.
Actually, it'd be fun to go ahead and take out there. I've got a pretend sports car, so
Okay.
it's got a spoiler on the back, which I don't understand why it does. It's front wheel drive, but it's one of those things.
Makes it look cool.
It looks cool, yeah,
Right.
It's cool.
Right.
But it does have the splitter in the front, so I will
There you go.
let it go, and I have taken it up. Just in case there are officers listening, this is totally speculation right here. I'm not sure if it actually happened. It could have been a dream, but I have taken that up to about 115 before.
Okay.
I won't say where.
Yep. Nope. Not in the
Not
state
to
of
say
New Mexico.
where, not in the
Probably.
state of
No,
New
you were
Mexico,
good.
and and we're good. But the Speedway is always fun, and I do honestly. I know a lot of people that miss that corner because that corner, you have to understand. You're going around the track, and then when the cars come out, there's lots of stuff flying behind the cars that goes up there. I have been to the Speedway in the past, and I just talk because it's been a while since I've been out there, but. Like I told everybody else, I'm a workaholic. It's very hard for me to get out and get things done.
Sure.
Technically, I'm working right now, but it's just a lot of fun.
Right.
But to get out there, I have pulled dirt out of my pockets of my jacket, like weeks afterward, going like, "How in the heck did this get here?"
Right.
And it was one of those things where you tell everybody that's been there for the first time, we're going to sit. Oh, we're going to sit over here,
right.
and then you take them that corner, and then you go, "Okay, next time we'll come over here."
Right.
But I'm sure there are, like you said, it's a state-of-the-art facility, something that you guys probably had a good choice in getting what you really wanted out there.
Yeah, they Royal Jones, of course, the owner of the facility, he designed it and built it before I got here. This is only the third year that I've been here. And they opened in 2019, middle of the season 2019, and then of course COVID happened, didn't open at all in 2020. And then 2021 and now 2022 is my second full season, I guess, as a general manager. But they did everything right. I mean, when they decided where to put the bathrooms, when they decided where to put, the layout of the racetrack, the layout of the grandstands, like the fans don't really get dirt in their face at all, and they don't sit and look at the sun. It's actually I bet you there's 3 or 4 tracks that rival it across the country. Like, it is seriously one of the nicest anywhere in the world.
Definitely something that you've got to get out and experience for yourself. For sure. Yeah. Going out over to the Speedway has always been a blast, and it's always been fun. I know a lot of people that really enjoy that, and a lot of the experience that you get out there, just from seeing the races as well, with being able to get out to the pits. You guys do pit passes and stuff like that, yeah?
You bet. And, a couple of really fun things that we do there is, you can go in the pits before the races and during the races if you want, but it's open and free to go after. Like, if you want to just go down and hang out, you can. We've added some events this year and last year called Meet the Drivers Nights, where what we do is we run the qualifying races from like 7:30 to 9, and then we open the racetrack, and all the fans go actually onto the speedway, and all the cars are out there, and all the drivers are out there, and they have candy and autograph cards and just things that where the fans get to get up close and personal to all the racers, because we average probably 90 or 100 cars a night, and of those 90 or 100. 85 of them live in El Paso or Las Cruces. Like, they all live right here.
Yeah, they all live in there.
So they've all got friends and family and their sponsors and just people that are local that want to be able to see them race and want to be able to experience that with them,
Yeah, and that is something that is actually pretty cool as far as, are they actually turning on the heaters?
They are. They got one on over there, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of know. I can smell it.
Yeah, I can grab my coat. It's getting a little bit chilly.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I'm a warm weather person. I've always been a warm weather. You live in Phoenix, Arizona. You get used to 112 degrees at midnight. Yeah. Everything is cold. So I can tell when it gets under 70 degrees. I bet. But I think I'm getting older and a little bit more. My dad is kicking in. My dad loved a good 60-degree day out in the short sleeves and his jeans. And that was it. Yeah, so
it's nice out right now.
It is really, really nice out right here. But then again, that actually lends itself to the fact that you can have a long season at the Speedway because you're not getting shut down too much by weather.
Well, and again, most tracks around the country, they run from probably April to September, April to October. Yeah. We have that huge event in January. We have a huge event at the start of March. We have a huge event at the end of March. And now, like I said, this coming weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, is the biggest event we'll do all summer. It's $22,000 to win. Whoever wins $22,000. It's the most we've ever paid to an event winner. It's the 22nd annual event this year, so we're paying $22,000 to win. And then we have a 2-day show the first weekend of November, so we can continue to race on into November, and hopefully the weather's like this.
Yeah. So if people did want to check out these events and maybe just get out to the Speedway in general, where are they going to get tickets? Where are they going to get stuff like that?
Yeah, we are very active on social media, so you can certainly go to any of our Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram accounts. VadoSpeedwayPark.com is very well updated. We do a really good job. Our people do a really good job with marketing and advertising and all that kind of stuff. But website's got great stuff. Social media's got great stuff. You can buy tickets right on the website. Again, VadoSpeedwayPark.com, and then right at the top it says tickets, and it'll walk you right through how to buy tickets. One really cool thing out there as well is we've got 16 indoor VIP suites, and they are state-of-the-art. They've got flat screen TV, they've got a leather couch, private bathrooms, Wi-Fi, heat, air, all that kind of stuff. So people that maybe really don't want to sit outside, whether it's hot or if it's cold or if it is a little dusty, there's an option for people to sit in those things. It's a truly a spectacle of a place.
Wow, I've never thought about that as far as boxes for a race out there. Because to me, the race has always been one of those things where you get out there and you enjoy it. You're probably going because you know somebody, like you said, a lot of the racers will go out there and stuff like that. Or if you're a fan of racing in general, maybe you move to the area and you definitely like your local racing scene. Getting out over to Vado is definitely one of the things that you could do to really enjoy yourself. And looks like my internet's a little bit slow. It's going to pull up the website, but if it comes, if it comes up eventually, we'll pull it up to go ahead and check that out. But you can go up there and get tickets. I know every once in a while we get some cool stuff to give away on air.
Absolutely,
for some of that stuff like there. And it's not just. I know that certain times of the year you also do certain special events, like you were talking about the special events coming up this year. And even other things that go on out there that are always so much fun. So literally, like you said, there's something going on all year round for this.
Yeah, there's not much of a break, and we like it that way. We want to make sure the facility is there, so why not use it?
Yeah.
A couple things we decided to do last year. We have events called Hot City Nights, and basically what we did is we picked Las Cruces or El Paso or Deming or Alamogordo or little towns around, and we gave a discount ticket price to anybody that showed their driver's license from that town or city. And the premise for that is, maybe there have been some people who hadn't been able to see the place yet.
Yeah.
And we wanted them to get out there, and we let them in, for $5 instead of 15 or whatever, and hopefully they enjoy it. And we get a ton of good feedback from that. Just people saying what a great facility it is. It's clean, it's modern. There's flat screen TVs everywhere. The food there, I'm smelling your
I'm smelling. Yeah, that's
food at the racetrack's incredible. I mean, it rivals any restaurant in town. It's not just hot dogs and hamburgers and French fries.
It's not your typical concession.
It is not. We've got burritos, and we serve cheesecake. I mean, it's pretty amazing the kind of food we've got out there.
Okay, yeah. Cheesecake is not one of the things.
Maybe come on out.
I'm going to go watch the races, grab some cheesecake while I'm there. Right. It's all the things that my doctor tells me to stay away from.
That's right.
Yeah, get the heart racing with all of the speed, and then a little cheesecake. Throw some sugar on it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
If my doctor ever does watch these, he's going to get so mad at me.
Right.
But no, the Speedway is always a blast. It's always fun. You guys always have a lot of cool stuff going on out there.
Sure.
And it is one of the things that definitely you've got to experience for out there, especially if you have not been out, because I know a lot of people went to the Speedway when it was out of the Southern New Mexico Fairgrounds. When I moved it, there have been a lot of people that just haven't kept up with it or weren't ready for it, and then a pandemic hit, and then a lot of people just were not going out. So if you have as yet to go out to the Vado Speedway to go ahead and check it out, you've got to head out there because, like I said, it is a state-of-the-art facility. It is not the same speedway that it was before, and it's different in a good way, in a lot of good ways that a lot of people I think will enjoy to go ahead and get out there. And I would say go once, and you're probably going to want to go all season long. Do you guys even still sell season passes and everything that you have there? Do you break that up a little bit?
This year we did not, but I think next year probably we will. We've talked a little bit about it. We really wanted to get 2021 in once 2020 was closed.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of rolled right into 2022 with the race starting in January. But yeah, season passes are a great idea. Just like we say to people all the time, come once, check it out. We think you're going to love it. From the fresh drinks we have out there, we have a couple bars. They make on-site margaritas. They're not the store-bought ones. From the food, the bathrooms, are the cleanest bathrooms you're ever going to find. Seriously, and that's important, people.
Oh no, it is.
The VIP booths, the lines of sight, the location, plenty of parking. It's all on one grade. So when you park, you walk into the facility on concrete. You walk right up to the grandstands. You don't have to climb up 30 steps. You don't do anything. Like it's very. Anybody and everybody should be able to enjoy themselves.
Yeah. You mentioned my nemesis.
Stairs.
Yeah. Oh man, they get me every time.
We get tons of phone calls from older people or people just haven't been there yet, and that's one of their first questions: is how many stairs do I have to climb up to get in bleachers? And you don't. You literally can take one small step down, and you're on the top row of the grandstands. It's pretty neat.
I think that's pretty cool. And obviously, a lot of thought went into designing and getting the whole thing done, which is. Not surprising to go ahead, because if you have the opportunity to get it done from the ground up, literally do it right, get it done right, make sure that it's ready for everybody. And like I said, I'm sure the pandemic just kind of hit hard. It hit a lot of people hard. Like I was just talking with Matt, golf is one of the few things that it didn't really hit hard. But then again, golf lends itself to those pandemic rules. You have your social distancing
by yourself,
outside. You're kind of, maybe with a group of 4 people out there. You're not in a big group setting. But for a lot of sports, the pandemic years, that must have been hit hard, especially since you guys were just, getting going, really.
It was tough. And for me specifically, I moved here the end of February, and the world stopped the 1st of March. So I was only here about 2 weeks when everything basically shut down. And as you know, I mean, we were closed and locked down pretty tight for pretty much the entire year of 2020.
I don't think I left my apartment for close to, I didn't leave my apartment for close to 4 months. And then they decided radio was one of those media tech jobs that would be essential. So then I got to go to the radio station for a couple hours a day by myself because we had to split it up.
Sure.
We couldn't be in the same building at the same time. But even then, it was just there in my apartment for like another 12 months.
Yeah,
and it was really harsh. And I can imagine you just moved here.
Right.
you're getting ready to get things going,
Right.
and then the tap just shuts off.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it was difficult, and you know what, we took that time and did some facility improvements that we could do, you know, on our own, and got the thing. It wasn't official when they opened in 2019. There was still some construction that needed to be finished, a couple suite buildings and just some different things. So we did all that. We kind of got everything ready to go, and then, like I said, we hit it really hard in 2021. We kicked it off, and we haven't stopped since.
No, and then that's the thing, man. The race keeps going, man. It just
does.
keeps going, and once you get going full tilt,
Right.
you just got to keep going.
For sure.
There are no breaks. Okay, there are breaks in racing. You have to have breaks in racing because you need it on the turns.
Yeah,
But you still got to get that speed. Once you get going, you got to keep going, and you got to get there until
for sure.
you know everything is back. And right now, I think you guys are smoking. Some of the events that I've heard that you've had out there, some of the different good things that I've been hearing about this speedway. And like I said, if you haven't had a chance to get out there, check it out. I'm looking forward to actually getting out there.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon. I'm in my busy time right now. I'm pretty much busy. Like I said, I'm a workaholic. I get busy, and then I also work with the Aggies as well.
Sure.
So I'm also traveling with them. So
Sure.
this time of year, it's a little bit busy.
Right.
But one thing I am looking forward to, and I will definitely get out for, that Christmas Village.
Yeah.
It's got my interest peaked. I'm really curious.
Yeah.
What is it that they have out there that I got to see? I mean, I've got to go check that out.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like you said, we probably have some special events coming up in February. And then you get ready for the racing season of March.
Yeah, I mean, you know, for people that are watching this now, you know, this weekend is a big one. This Friday night, 7:30, Saturday night 5:30, and Sunday afternoon at 3:30. This is a huge 3-day event. And then we take Halloween weekend off. We race the first weekend in November on Friday night and Saturday night. We have a 2-day sprint car special. It's a big wing sprint car special on that first weekend in November. And then that holiday village is really cool. It's every Friday and Saturday in December. So we do 8 nights, and it's from 6 to 10. And you can buy tickets right at autospeedwaypark.com. You can look at our social media, you can check it out last year. But we do holiday shops. So we have all of our indoor suites are little mini stores. You mentioned that. Tons of like really cool Christmas displays, whether they're inflatables or whether they're giant built displays. We have thousands and thousands of Christmas lights. Santa's there. We had Elsa the Elf. Elsa was there. We had Buddy the Elf there. We had Grinch there. You know, everybody can come take photos with Santa. It's really cool. We sell s'mores and do hot chocolate and do all that kind of stuff. There's fire pits and lots of neat stuff for families to do. It's more of a family oriented event, of course, in December.
I'm trying to get a sneaky way back into your website. See if it'll
I'm
let
watching
me
what
in.
you're doing there.
Yeah, see if it'll let me in. But yeah, VadoSpeedwayPark.com.
Yep.
That's the website that you can go to. You get tickets, you get information about the races that are coming up this weekend and then the following weekend as well.
Yep, big one's coming up.
Big one's coming up. Actually, you said the first weekend in November, right?
Yep. So this weekend, and then we're off Halloween weekend, and then we race the first weekend of November.
Yeah. Oh, you're off Halloween weekend?
We are. There's a lot going on here Halloween.
Well, there's a lot. There's so much that I'm going to actually miss because that's our Massachusetts trip that we'll be heading up to UMass. Man. Kind of hoping we'd get some cars dressed up, some vampire cars.
Some tracks do that around the country. They do.
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe something you can get some of the drivers to come out and do some time before that. And,
sure.
Just a little something in the pits. They don't have to race that way.
Right.
Nobody wants to ruin their costume that they spend good money on. You don't want to do that. But it sounds like things are really going. They're getting back the way that they should have been through those pandemic years. Definitely. And really exciting. And of course, like I said, if you have not been out there yet, go ahead and check it out. VadoSpeedwayPark.com. Check out the website, get your tickets in there, and then we'll be ready to just get into this racing season. Like you said, I like the fact that you kind of have a winter series. I guess you could call that sort of a little winter series that we can get away with here in southern New Mexico. Love the weather here. That's one of the reasons I moved here. But that we can get away with here, and then the fact that you start your season early, and then it just goes on because everybody loves getting out over to the races for sure for the summer. One of the things that I would have a few friends call me up all the time. Hey, you got tickets? Can you get tickets? I'm going like, no, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. They sell them there every day.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going like, yeah, I get tickets. You go over to the box office.
That's right.
And you can get your tickets. Mm-hmm. If you pay for them, it'll be just fine.
For sure.
Awesome. Well, it was really great talking to you. Of course, I'm looking forward to seeing what the Speedway got. We got a big weekend coming up this weekend. Get your tickets, VadoSpeedwayPark.com. We've got another one coming up at the 1st of November. And the Holiday Village is going to be coming up. That'll be a whole lot of fun. And then when we get into the next season, we'll have to have you back and tell us what we're getting ready for in the winter season, and then the real beginning of the season when we begin, and probably March, right? You said?
I
Maybe?
think first week in March, probably.
First week in March, yeah, that'll be awesome. And don't worry, I will make my way down there
for sure.
and get cheesecake.
Yes,
tell my doctor, maybe two, and then see what else you've got up there and how we can enjoy ourselves right there. So thanks a lot for stopping by, Chris.
Good. Yes, thanks for having me.
Is our commissioner ready?
He's ready.
He's ready. Okay.
Very good.
We got to talk to our fantasy football commissioner, Commissioner Kelly, to get the important thing because we've got our Amador fantasy football team. And I got to tell you, I love watching everybody's reaction when I tell them this. It's a punishment league.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So whoever wins, it's kind of a charity league. Whoever wins gets some cash that gets donated to the charity. That's all nice and good, right? Yeah,
for sure.
But the loser has to take the SATs with the high schoolers, and the score that they get on the SATs gets put on their last place trophy. Right
okay.
Now.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
okay. Yeah, you don't want to lose that.
Well, for a while we thought Commissioner Kelly would be the one that would be getting that done, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So once again, thanks for stopping by.
You bet. Thanks for
having me.
And
when you guys are ready to get some new events or talk about some of the new stuff coming up, then we'll get you back in here. Okay.
Sure will. Sounds
awesome.
good.
Thanks a lot, Chris. Commissioner Kelly, do you care to step in front of the camera or?
Hey, 2-game winning streak.
2-game winning streak. That's right. Awesome. Give me a high five right there. 2-game winning streak for Commissioner Kelly.
Yep.
And this week, I'd say we have an important game because your two top teams are going up against each other.
Bring it up.
I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up here. Hold on just a second.
Now, it's going to be...
These are the standings. Let's go ahead and take a look at our matchups. Scoreboard. Okay. I'll let the scoreboard come up, and I'll bring it up on our stream. I'll bring it up on, okay, no, it's fighting me now. Okay, there it is. So let's go ahead and take a look at that because these are the games that we have. And this was the game that I was talking about, the important one.
Yes.
Team Walkie versus the LCL Moles.
Division leader. Division leader.
Yes. Both teams are 5-1.
Yep.
So at some point after this weekend, there will be a team that will be above all of them. One team to lead them all.
Maybe the Eagles in the NFL right now. Maybe the Bills. Let's not see them. It's neither here nor there. But I do think that it's an interesting week. If you'll scroll down, so let's see. Lance, you got Max.
Yeah.
I have Lance. Lance is inside bartending.
Yep.
So there's a couple of, I don't know, it's one of those ones where I have slowly, go to the standings, I have slowly moved my way out of the
bottom. I would say you're middle of the pack right now.
I would say they're still near the bottom.
Not the bottom.
I know, but with 2 wins, let's be honest, there's not a lot of top that isn't above me. So but no, we're getting into the bye weeks too. The bye weeks are a point in time.
See, and that's why I was so disheartened by my win this week because one, it was the lowest amount of points that I scored, and the fact that Max, because I was going up against Max, almost beat me. And he had 3 players on a bye week, 3 players in 3 positions that he didn't even play if he had at least paid attention before he went hunting or something like that.
No, that's not his strategery.
It's not his strategery.
He is not good at this, and I can't help if he just wins every week. So nothing I can do about it.
Well, he didn't win this week. I mean, I beat him by a few points, but it was a little bit embarrassing to go. I figured I would be killing him because I've been averaging about 110, maybe 115 points a game. That's my average. And then all of a sudden, this guy's got no players on his team. He's playing 6 out of 9. And for a while there, I was like, he's going to win.
It would have been I think you would have had to recuse yourself from the league after losing such an embarrassing game and say, I volunteer to go take the SAT tomorrow. But didn't happen, so we can move on. Because I had faith. So it'll be interesting. So
if you didn't hear that, Lindsay, who's another one of the players in the league, said that that's where she's at. She's ready to go ahead and say, look, I'm just going to take the test.
Well,
but you're not actually out there. If the standings come up here, we could go ahead. Well, we could go ahead and take a look at them. I think there was an error loading your league.
Refresh, it'll do it.
Yeah, let's see.
No, it's going to be fun. We are officially almost to the halfway point.
Mhm.
So, we're only halfway. We're not even halfway through.
No.
So
We're not.
sky's the limit. So,
Yeah, I mean, we've got plenty of place to go right here. And like I said, there's I think right now it still could be anybody's game because, like I said, right now you've got 2 wins.
these are with eyes. These are the moving weeks.
Yes.
So this is where.
In fact, I made a few adjustments. She's enjoying taking a look at herself.
She's just like,
No, I can't see myself.
Oh, you made it bigger. You made it bigger so you can see everybody. Okay.
But now I can only
Now you're
see
frozen.
Very blurry cells.
And now it's showing us.
tis blurry.
Yeah, tis blurry. But it is.
All we
It's
can
worth-
see is you.
Yeah, we can see
So
just your face.
I think on the broadcast, it's just you
We can
doing stuff. I think it's going to be fantastic. I think it's. Remember
that camera is not up right now, but I can do it. Keep smiling. Keep smiling. Lindsay. There she is.
totally thought.
She's very blurry.
I
Why
totally
is she
thought like
blurry?
you were just like the camera.
No.
I'm on mute.
Why
Come on,
is it
Max.
so blurry?
It says it on the thing.
Why is it so blurry? I don't know. Anyway, I think that could be the internet connection on that
Wow.
one. That it could be so blurry. It's not.
You know what, though? We're gonna circle one time, and we're just gonna say there's a lot of fake football ahead of us.
There is so much fake football to go ahead, and that it's anybody's game. We're gonna talk cliches right now. It's anybody's game. Anybody is still in it.
It's
right
week
now
it's week to week.
It's week
day
to
to day,
week.
maybe. I would
Week
say.
to week. We're going to see how people play. We're going to see how they move the players around. We're going to see what they could do and adjustments that can be made for their second half of the season.
Lot of
And
things.
A lot of
things.
lot
You know,
of
I
fake
can
football.
control what I can control.
Lot of fake football to be had for the rest of the season. A lot of fake football. And
When there was only one set of footprints, it was just me or something like that. I don't
something
know.
like that.
Well, nonetheless, I think at the end of the day, as we're going to wrap it up, we were going to have Mac on.
Yeah.
We ran out of time. So you know what? We're going to push him to later in the week. We'll get him in here sometime. So sorry to Max
Okay,
Power.
Max, I'm sorry.
Out of time.
You were cut for
We ran
time.
out of time.
We're just done right here. So we'll just end it like this. Mesilla Valley News Sports Podcast. We'll be back again next week, 6 o'clock, as we are every single Tuesday, right here live at the Amador Live Eatery and Entertainment District. We are out here on the patio, just outside the Broken Spoke. You can see the sign above us, and of course, you can come out and join us all the time, anytime that you would like. Like I said, 6 o'clock Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, we're going to be out here, and we will give you a big update on our fake football every week because we have to do that. Just because I'm hoping that I'll be
exciting.
6-1 next week. It's been one of those days, yeah. But we'll talk to you next week. A whole new set of guests and a whole new sports weekend to talk about. So until then, enjoy the rest of your evening, my friends. I'll see you next week on the Mesilla Valley News Sports Podcast.